I'm looking at a couple of cars here that I have to admit I'm in love with. But I wonder if they're also dinosaurs in a sense. A 12-cylinder and a 10-cylinder petrol engine. Are they going to become a thing of the past very soon?
Well, first of all, I think that it's important to say that these are still iconic cars. They have a great value for our customer. Therefore, we will exploit the maximum of the life of it. For sure, there's no doubt that the vision of the future makes us responsible in thinking what is next. And I do believe that the next step of Lamborghini will be for sure the hybridization as a natural step versus the electrification. But we don't have to forget that this iconic car needs to be different from the others. So this is really the position that we need to keep in order to keep alive the dream that all the customer of us want to see.
The poster that every kid grew up with on his wall is probably sitting right here in front of us. What's the sales outlook for a car like this? The Aventador S Roadster that we're looking at is a beast of a car, also very expensive. What do you expect, and a little bit late in its life as well, what do you expect from the Aventador S?
Well, I think that what is by far the greatest experience that we have with the Aventador is the success that is, since 2011, that the first year that Aventador started, is still very, very strong in the market. We are talking about 1,000 cars a year globally, worldwide. And we do believe that these kind of numbers will stay for the next couple of years, for sure. We see that. And the reason why today with the Aventador S Roadster, we are launching the new member of the family shows that there is this kind of need that we want to give to the customer back. And great moment, really great moment also for this beast.
The Huracan has become the track favorite of amateurs. It's also the one that GT3 racers put in the professional races. Is there another 12-cylinder car in the future for Lamborghini, or is this, do you think, the last one?
I do believe that there is still a potential to make sure that the V12 have a longer life. And therefore we are working on flat out to see what is the next move, but we do believe that V12 is an iconic engine that has to stay as long as possible in life. For sure, what are the challenges? Regulation. It's not a problem of emission, it's a problem of regulation. We need to make sure that we anticipate what is most likely happening in the future. But we see still a medium long-term life for this kind of
You
cars.
are coming out with a new model, hopefully in December. We will all see the new Urus unveiled. It's got an 8-cylinder engine, I believe. Is there a possibility that we see a hybrid powertrain on the Urus?
That's definitely positive, the answer to this question. Starting today, we're going to start the countdown for that day. That for us is incredible. Game changer means that for us, Urus is doubling the sales of the volumes of our brand.
Take you from what, 3,500 to about 7,000?
I would say so, and doubling the size of a company, increasing, the fact that we need to make sure that the new customer that will come in will be with Lamborghini family. But going back to your first question, the second motorization for sure will be hybrid. That is already decided.
Do we ever see an all-electric Lamborghini? Is that a possibility for this brand?
In life, never say never, but I would say that it's too early to say that. A super sport car with a BEV, it's too premature, I would say, in the medium term.
You have put out a study of a concept car that had electric and gasoline powertrain, a hybrid concept car. Is there any chance that we see that come to fruition in the near term?
I think that as soon as we have passed through the peak of the Urus preparation, when everything will be stabilized, I think that's for sure then will the time we're going to see something connected to this kind of solutions.
Let me finally ask you about racing. It's in your blood, obviously, and we're seeing more and more of the Huracan in GT3 racing. What are your plans for the growth of racing? How important is it to the brand?
It's important because we see that is a tool that our customers are really in love with. I would say that we need to make sure that the next step in that platform will be solid. And therefore, next year for sure will be, Super Trofeo confirmed, great success all around the world, GT3 with the customer team, and then we're going to see what will be the next step. For sure, I can guarantee that is not in our vision to be in Formula One. It's too far from our need in this moment, so far from what we need to invest in different projects. But for sure, Motorsport Flywheel will stay stronger and stronger even in the future.